You thought you were expecting some kind of fancy intro to this, but no. Welcome to the 12th part of the walking series. Right, so you know the drill. I've already done all the stuff for like sorting out start point, end point, midpoint, all of that stuff. So all I really need to do is just literally just walk a little bit further down to the start point, which is just straight down there, and it should all be fine. I'm filming this in quite a crowded place, so it's rather weird for me, not gonna lie. I'm trying to avoid people so I can try and avoid awkward interactions. I don't know. Start point is straight ahead, so I'll quickly explain a few things. So as you know, the last time we walked 1 kilometer, so in this video we're actually going to be walking 2 kilometers. I think this is going to be the last time I do a straightforward distance. So after this I might just try and go for some more interesting routes, just to shake it up a bit and make it more interesting. But yeah, I'm also getting a bit bored of doing straightforward routes like this. But hopefully this one should be fun. Where I am right now is the start point, and behind me is the total distance. I'm going to be going forward until I actually reach a point where I reach this roundabout place. It's a place that I know, obviously, so it should be fine. Hopefully this walk will be nice. I mean, the last one was pretty good anyway, so yeah. At this very moment, we have just begun the walk. I'm just gonna give it a moment and what? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a stopwatch on it as well, so I can basically track how much time it takes me to actually get all the way to the end point. For those wondering about whatever happened with the walking series and how much time has actually passed, it's currently April right now. Like what? April something. I think it's the 6th or 7th. I can't remember the dates that well. But to just give you an idea of the time gap since the last time I actually filmed the walking series. I last filmed the walking series back last year. So I filmed part 11 just before the year ended. So it has been quite a while. Anyways, I'll give an update of the location. Just bear with me for a moment. As of now, it has been 2 minutes and 20 seconds since the start of the walk. I don't think it's going to take a while until I reach the midpoint, obviously. This is 2 kilometers we're talking about, so... But I think it would be nice to also have an idea of the view. It's quite loud, so I don't know if I have to speak any louder just to get an idea. Ooh, zebra crossing. I'm probably going to get a new phone case because it's kind of getting annoying filming. It is probably worth mentioning, about 4 minutes into the journey, that my phone had run out of storage, so I had to take a moment to actually stop and try and sort out my storage space, which ended up adding a bit more time on the timer. So the time which we saw at the end isn't really the time which it took me to actually walk the entire distance. Rather, the entire time it took me to get from one end to another with all the different circumstances at hand. It's probably best to keep in mind that the stopwatch you see in the video is not entirely accurate. I used the time in which the video clips were actually taken to match up with it and take rough estimates, and use little hints from the video which I've seen to help determine my judgment. Right, so 4 minutes has passed since my storage space ran out. I had to stop by here and basically get myself a whole lot of storage. So honestly, I want to continue filming. So we're getting back onto it now. I just took the time to check where we are in terms of the journey. We're currently, I'd say, well, on Google Maps it just tells me that we're like 0.2 miles through. So what? That's like, and the 2 kilometers is roughly about 1.2 miles. So we're like about what, 1/6 of the way through. We're currently, I'd say, rough estimate, 10 minutes. I literally just checked the time a while ago. So 10 minutes. No, well, I think we can get there within. It is probably worth mentioning though that it's getting less crowded, so I do feel more comfortable being able to film like this. Like, who wouldn't like this? Like, just having more space to film free without being watched. It has been nearly 14 minutes and we are 1/3 of the way through our journey. 2/3 with us to go. This should be a rather decent walk. After this, I think I may have difficulty being able to like do stuff like film. It is also worth mentioning that I decided not to have any cameramen in this. I wanted to do this solo. The reason being is just that it takes a lot more organisation to have a whole other cameraman, and to be honest, let's be real, they are my friends. Like, and trying to find a time where they're all free is kind of difficult, and I don't want to like waste time. I want to actually finish the series ASAP, if you get what I mean. Journey update. It has been, we're at 17 minutes right now, and we're approaching the midpoint, which is good. I remember when reaching the midpoint was something easy, but now it's like taking us, what, nearly 20 minutes just to get to that point. But actually, no, to be fair, if I take off the 4 minutes I took to sort out my storage space while chilling out back there, it would probably be, what, like 15 minutes? Something of a sort. Here's an additional shot because I think this building is pretty cool to look at. Also that one down there, but it's also either under construction or go for something. Right, I have just checked to confirm, and we have just passed the midpoint. I actually need to check the time for it. I think it's like, I think we're 20 minutes in? I'm not even 100% sure. I gotta check. Man. I think it's 20 minutes. My estimate was close enough. It was like 19 minutes 30 seconds. Add the 15 seconds on top of it, which took me to start the stopwatch after walking. Yeah, so like what? 19 minutes 45 seconds. But even now it's like 20 seconds. So yeah, I wonder how long it would take for me to actually get tired out. Also, just notice how dark it looks. How you can't really see my face. But you know what? I'm not really trying to go for best camera angles or anything. We are now we are now at 2/3 in, at 25 minutes into the whole journey. I can't see the end point yet, but I know for a fact that we're getting close to it, because I do recognize this place after all. After this, it might be a bit hard to... after this part, actually, I will say, I'm probably going to film part 13? Yeah, part 13 next week. Part 14 might be a bit hard to film, but I'll see if I can do what I can. Part 15? Yeah, part 15 will be quite cool to film. But I'm going to try and see if I can do it all in due time. I kind of zoned out for a second, but we are now like, what, 4/5 of the way, I'd say, towards the end point. And the thing is, I can kind of see the end point right now. So, yeah. And just to clarify about the time, we're about to hit, no, I think we have hit half an hour. Because literally I just checked a few seconds ago and it said, 29 minutes 30, add 15 seconds, 29:45. So what? Yeah, half an hour. Just give me a moment and I'm probably going to do a quick zoom in on the end point. Alright, here you go. The end point is straight ahead of us. It's not actually in view, you need to like turn a little bit, but once you turn a little bit you should basically see it. At least I know it's like literally a few seconds away from where I'm pointing at. Also, actually a status update on myself. I'm not actually no, I do feel a tiny bit exhausted, like, you know, the type of exhausted when you need to take a little bit of a break. But it's not a lot to the point where I actually do need to take a break. Like, yeah, sure, I've been walking for a bit, but I see no need for me to like stop now. But I will say, since it's like what, spring right now, me wearing this many layers, just to give you an idea, isn't really that much of a good idea anymore. So maybe for the next few walking series parts, we'll probably be seeing me wear like what, lighter layers, I guess. Currently approaching the end point, so I'll just quickly show you from the other camera, just to give you an idea. Right, so the end point is literally just right over here, and we're literally gonna reach out while I'm recording this. Roundabout thingy is just down there, so yeah, all done. And here we are. Thank you for being part of this series. So this obviously will continue on until I think it's too hard for me to manage. But till then, I'll be seeing you in part 13.